What's up, lucky heads? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Eilis and I am an e-bike reviewer and enthusiast. So if you enjoy electric bike content, news, reviews, all that kind of thing, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Today I have with me the brand new Fiido C700. This is an electric bike built for the city. It's got that seamless, sleek design. It's got the simplicity in terms of its components, and it's got that comfort as well. Now I must say, just like a lot of electric bikes that are coming through in the market, there is that element of that kind of cowboy van moof-esque to the design. I mean, we're all a bit of a sucker for that kind of tubular, minimalist look, and the Fiido C700, I have to say, when I had it back at home next to my Cowboy, they looked very good together. It's got the minimalism, the pastel tones, that rounded framing. It's even got that central display on the frame, a bit like how Cowboy have that quad lock set up where you can lock your phone onto the center of the bike. So I'm seeing some similarities here, which got me thinking, is the C700 a great match for the Cowboy, except it being nearly half the price? Well, today, we're going to explore just that.
The C700 is made from aluminium alloy with a one-size-fits-all frame that can take a max load of 120 kilograms. As per EU regulation, the C700 is powered by a 250-watt brushless geared motor that can assist you up to 15.5 miles per hour. It comes with a carbon belt drive for minimal maintenance, 1 speed, and a torque sensor for a natural feel of assist. There are 3 levels of assist so that you can choose the exact amount of power you would like throughout your ride. Fiido claims a max range of 51 miles, and I will be testing that out for myself, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The battery is removable for easy charging, and an added safety feature: should you need to leave the bike locked up in public, you can take that crucial battery with you. Brakes are hydraulic, tyres are 700 by 40C, plus you get integrated front and rear lights with indicators and a 1.7-inch LCD display for all your bike stats and info. Mudguards, a kickstand, and a bell all come included. All of this weighs in at 19.7 kilograms, which is very much the top end of lightweight in my opinion. Accessories are an additional cost, which include a rear rack, front basket, and even a kids trailer. Now that we're familiar with what the C700 has to offer, let's talk about how it was to build. The bike is packaged nicely. It's not too much packaging to be wasteful, but it's enough to keep it protected. Inside you get your bike and accessories kit, which I'll show you in just a moment. The bike isn't the lightest, so it took a couple of tries to pull out the box. And as you can see, minimal packaging. Nice work, Fiido. Now to snip off all the cable ties and remove the extras, and we're close to putting it together. Inside the accessories box, you get your mudguard supports, you also have instructions, pedals and charger, as well as all the tools you need to build the bike. The instructions are clear enough with an easy step-by-step guide to follow. I would say overall this requires a touch more level of bike building skills than what I'd like for a total novice. So if you're not familiar with putting a bike together, then you might want to get a friend who might know how. Handlebars are the first step, followed by securing the front wheel. On go the pedals, and then the front light also needs to be attached and connected with the wiring. Mudguards are next, and I have to say the material holding the mudguard to the bike isn't the most robust. It's a little bit bendy, but it does go on nonetheless. Followed by the mudguard supports to keep it raised and in place, and I'd say about 45 minutes later, I had a complete, and may I say, good looking electric bike.
It's a very eye-catching e-bike indeed. Now I want to quickly do a walk around with you just to talk about some parts that I've noticed before we head out on the road, because the devil is in the detail. I am absolutely loving these M-shaped handlebars, because not only are they adjustable, which is great so you can get the exact position you need, but it also is great for that ergo support. It also just helps you to feel really balanced when you're out on the road, because you can spread your weight out with your hands. I think Fiido have made a really good choice here with the handlebars. It's got that step-through frame for easy access. You've got your removable battery here. It doesn't lock, however, so if you did want to leave your bike out in public, I would recommend taking the battery with you, which is sometimes annoying because if you don't have a backpack and it's a fairly weighty little thing, it can be a slight burden. So if I were to change something there, it would be good to have a lock. In terms of waterproofing, this bike comes with an IP54 and the torque sensor comes with IP67. So if you do need to leave your bike parked outside, then you don't need to worry at all. If it starts to rain, your bike is going to handle it. And if you're riding in wetter weather, it's absolutely fine. Just obviously please don't immerse it in huge puddles of water. That's not so great for any kind of bike. I'm also really loving this display. I think it's so great. It's got everything you need to know right here. It's got a nice color design as well, so you can see. So as I go up and down between the levels, you know exactly what mode you're in, and it just looks fab. It's very clean. You press the M button and it gives you all the information you need, including your trip, your time, your mileage, average speed, top speed, odometer, and of course you've got your battery here as well to keep an eye on things. You've also got walk assist, plus you can adjust your assist here. You've got your indicators as well, and even a bell. And another bell here, so everybody can hear you coming. The C700 has been an absolute pleasure to ride. Now you have to remember, this is a bike that is made for comfort, for quiet riding, for low maintenance. I mean, as I mentioned earlier in the Walkaround, the handlebars are just so comfortable. The saddle is also really comfortable. Comfort, a definite tick with the C700. And it's very quiet as well. Listen to this. Can't hear anything, can you? That motor is absolutely silent, and it gives a really nice amount of power as well. So there are 3 assist levels available. You have Eco, you have Sport, which I'm in now, and you have Boost. So Eco is where you want to be saving up that range. You want to get as much range as possible with a little bit less assist. Sport mode is exactly what it means. It gives you a nice amount of assist, a nice amount of torque, and that's all about being able to hit those top speeds on this bike. And then Boost, it's really great if you want to do a really quick standing start at the traffic lights, or you are conquering some inclines. The Boost is very helpful, and of course we will be doing a hill test very shortly, so I can talk more about that then. But overall, I love the feel of ride. It's a really gorgeous bike. That torque sensor means that the harder you push down on the pedal, the more assist it gives you, so it feels very natural rather than depending on the level. With a cadence sensor, I'm going to give you a certain amount of assist to get to a certain speed, which feels a bit more mechanical. So it's a very lovely, smooth, natural feel of assist. Now let's compare it to the Cowboy Cruiser, which actually in terms of the setup is very similar. The Cowboy has 2 levels of assist. It's got the Eco mode for that range saving, and then you've also got that adaptive mode that Cowboy has, which I will say is a lot smarter. So it takes in every single ride that you do. It learns how you ride and it gives the assist accordingly. It knows when you're going up a hill, it gives you a bit more assist. It knows when you're going downhill to do less. It's a very smart bit of technology. So that is something where you are definitely paying extra for the computing, the user experience. But the fact that this is nearly half the price, it has a nice similar feel of ride. It has similar options available. All you need to do is just switch up to Boost if you need a little bit of extra assist. I mean, you can't really argue with that. It's time for the hill test. I'm at my usual incline. Now, Fiido C700 can apparently do up to 25 degrees, which I'll be honest, I'm dubious about. I have been riding this bike around already and it's been okay on inclines, but 25 degrees is quite a whopper of an incline. This isn't 25 degrees, this is probably about half of that. I'm gonna try it in sport mode, we're gonna try a bit of Boost as well, we're gonna try it in Eco. That's a big old lorry going up there. I'm glad I'm not going up at the same time. I think he might be struggling a touch. And we'll see how this bike does. So first up, I'm gonna start in sport and get a bit of turbo going as well. Start a very slow speed. Let's go. Okay, and it took that incline very nicely there. Give me a nice amount of assist. Actually, to be honest, I don't really need Boost mode, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's click up. Oh yeah, that does take the weight off a bit more actually. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, turbo is fab for the hills, I have to say. Back to sport mode. You can feel the motor just drop off there. A bit less torque. Bit more weight through the legs to get you up the hill. Okay, that's actually done a lot better than I thought it would. Fair play. I take it back. Do you know what? I'm going to try an Eco mode now. I was comfortably cycling at about 10 miles per hour there, not putting in much effort. Up to 12 when Boost came in. Down to Eco mode. There we go. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. Definitely feels heavier from the get-go, but it's helping me up. Definitely a bit more weight going through my legs. I'm going at, 9 miles per hour, it's telling me, with a bit of effort. If I really push through a bit more, getting up to 10, 11. So actually, this is great because if you do need to be in eco mode, you need to be reserving that range, you can still climb those inclines with limited power, and you will get a bit of a workout too, which is always a bonus, right?
Next up, let's talk about real-world range. In my tests, when the weather's been in the low 20 centigrade, riding consistently in sport mode with a little bit of turbo when it's needed, I managed to get
26 miles. Now, I'm not that surprised because the battery itself, the watt hours, isn't that huge. So that doesn't surprise me. It is less than what Fiido have claimed, absolutely. If I'm in eco mode, then yes, we'll definitely get some more range then, but most people are going to be riding in sport mode, let's be real. One thing you can do if you need more range, if you need to be charging up, thankfully the charger is small so you can pop it in your bag, and it's a quick charge as well. I think it's about 4 hours, so that is available if you need to be charging over your lunch break or throughout your work day.
The Cowboy has given me more range on my own rides, tossing up something more like 30 to 35 miles depending on how I'm riding. That's in adaptive mode. Eco mode, I can definitely get out a bit more. So between the two, the Cowboy does deliver more range.
Overall, there are a lot of similarities between the Fiido 700 and my Cowboy Cruiser. Now, I will say, if you want a good app experience, Cowboy have definitely gone above and beyond for the user experience. The Fiido's app is definitely basic, but I have actually spoken with the Fiido team, and that is something that they're thinking about improving. I mean, it's all usable, but it's just very basic. So if you're not too bothered about an app, then obviously that's great. If you want to go with something like the Fiido, the ride quality is quite similar. You can get a whole host of accessories to make the bike work for you. And don't forget as well, Fiido have their very own factory, so they're able to get the cheapest parts possible because they're able to make the parts themselves. So remember, that display is modular, so that can be replaced. A lot of the pieces here can be replaced with Fiido. Cowboy do also do a really great customer service and support in terms of getting the bike serviced and replaced as well through the app. Just with Fiido, you might have to get parts sent to you because they're not based in the UK. So overall, if you're in the market for a good-looking, comfortable, functional electric bike, this could be a winner for you. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think of the C700? Did you find this video at all useful? If you did, please give it a big fat thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because if you've come this far, you're definitely an Electrohead. And I'll see you for the next one.